How's it going, everybody? This is Bob.
Hey, I'm Mark.
And this is Fire Mountain Outdoors.
Thanks for joining us today. What you got here, Bob?
Well, today we're introducing a new segment here at Fire Mountain Outdoors called Walk Around a Gun. And basically what we're going to do is we're just going to walk around and kind of take a look at a couple firearms that you may or may not see every day. You know, this is something that you can still pick up at Big 5, or on occasion you can pick up from the Civilian Marksmanship Program, and this is the caliber M130 M1 carbine. And basically what this is a 30 caliber light weapon with a 16-inch barrel that was introduced during World War II. And this was originally intended to replace the 1911 .45 pistol. And basically they wanted a smaller caliber weapon that would be maneuverable, that you could fit in a truck, you could fit in a Jeep, or fit in the cockpit of an airplane, and could be rapidly deployed and have some serious knockdown power. And standard capacity magazines in 1942, 1943 were 15 rounds, and that one works on its own. Fire! But you'll notice it did not fire.
Yeah.
But you know, this is they took you know, some different features that were used on the M1 Garand and adapted them into a smaller weapon that had a detachable box magazine.
I see the bolt is pretty reminiscent of the Garand and kind of the receiver design there.
It is, and but I can tell you, out of between the M1 carbine and the M1 Garand, just an interesting fact: if it's ever on jeopardy, there's only one screw that is in common between the two firearms.
Well, which one is it? In case I gotta steal it. That one?
This screw in the back of the butt plate
That's
is the same exact screw as you're going to find in the bottom of the butt plate of a M1 Garand. Outside of that, everything else is completely different. There's no springs that are in common. Even though the bolt looks similar, you know, it is much smaller. In the way that the it actually functions and looks, as far as the charging handle, is very similar as well.
You know, Bob, I had one of these for a couple of years, and what I really liked about it was it's really similar in size and pointability and ergonomics to the Ruger 1022 that I grew up shooting as a kid.
You know, in the Ruger 1022, if you trace back its lineage, goes back directly to the M1 carbine.
I can see the similarities in a lot of stuff. You know, I see that this one has a different safety selector, but the one that I had, the safety was in the same location, a similar location with the push button, and the everything's kind of similar, not the same, but
right,
very
right.
similar.
Yeah, and you can buy these that are military surplus. You know, they're still out there. The Civilian Marksmanship Program, on occasion, will get these. They're dried up right now, but you know, there may be a time when more do come on the market through them. You know, like I mentioned, Big 5, you can still find these on occasion, or you can find ones that are aftermarket, that are commercially made, that aren't necessarily military like these. We've got a Winchester here, and this one's an Inland from General Motors. But you know, they're still relevant. You can still find ammo. You know, it's not as cheap as it used to be, but you know, great for a bug out gun, great for target shooting. I've shot these in competitions, in Garand matches, and have done quite well. And they're just a lot of fun, and they've got a lot of history to them. And you know, it's just a great thing to take to the range and to go plinking with, or even defend the homestead from zombie coyotes.
Now, what's the difference between, I see Universal, ones that were made by Universal, and I know that they're really similar, and just looking at them from 5 feet away, they're but they must be different because people note them as such, and they're usually cheaper. What's the difference?
Well, a lot of times you're going to find, like with Universal, you're going to have something that has a cast receiver that's going to be built a little bit differently. They will have and can have GI mil-spec parts on them, but some of them don't, and they do have a different kind of spring system on the operating rod. But there are some out there that do, have 100% compatibility with a GI spec weapon. But being that it didn't serve in a war, it doesn't have that provenance of being a part of history. A lot of times, the hardcore collectors kind of frown upon them, myself included. I'm not really looking for a commercially made weapon.
Right.
I look at it more from a historical point of view.
Mm-hmm.
This particular one has a serial number range that puts that in with like paratroopers. This isn't a paratrooper stock on it. If it did, it would probably triple the price of this actual weapon. But anyway, that's just kind of a little bit about this. We're just kind of walking around it. What do you say we throw a few rounds down range and show these people how they work?
I like it.
All right.
Let me get my ears.
And we're back.
And we're going to do the fun part of this.
Right.
Enough of the blah, 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 blah. Come on, Bob, let's shoot. I want to shoot your guns. Let's shoot.
This is what you've been waiting for. You're just like, oh, come on, quit your yakking.
I know.
So, standard 15-round magazines, like a lot of semi-automatic weapons, they work a lot the same. Insert it, ride it back, let the bolt ride forward, and let the good times roll.
Shooting at an orange bouncy target.
Why don't you go ahead and take the first shot?
I'll see if I can figure out the safety. It must be the other way, Bob.
Yeah, if it doesn't work that way,
yeah,
try another way.
Yeah. You shoot now.
It goes bang.
It goes bang. I think I put a 30 caliber hole in the thing. It's jittering. That's about the crappiest target I've ever bought, Bob.
Good times. These things are, gosh, about 70 years old now, and they still work pretty damn good.
That's some 70-year-old fun right there, Bob.
I wish I could say that about a lot of the 70-year-old women out there.
Yeah, but you keep trying, don't you?
As long as we have ammo, I think we should just keep shooting.
All right. So, you bring ammo, I'll keep shooting it.
Ah! Ooh, look at that.
Ah! Right over the crest. Oh, hey, Bob, I had a miss thingy. Oh, there we go. See, look.
So that's it.
Bob, just shooting this, I forgot how much I like a long radius peep sight for shooting up close. That's got a nice, easy to acquire sight picture.
It does. If that sight would have been mounted further forward, it sure wouldn't have the accuracy or the on-sight ability, as you say, as something else. But what a lot of fun, and still relevant today. And how many things out there that are 70 years old that you can rely on as well. But
these are cool weapons, and you've got two very, very beautiful examples. The one I had was came back from the Korean War or something. It had a bunch of Korean writing on it, and the stock was all beat to heck, and the rear sight moved around with every shot to add dispersant power to your accuracy, I think.
Right, right.
These are really nice weapons.
Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed shooting it today, and look forward to getting some more walk-around videos going. But yeah, tell them where they can find us.
Hey, you can find us on YouTube like you just did. If you're there, you stumbled upon us. Go ahead and go down below and click on us and then like us. And you can also find us at Facebook on Fire Mountain Outdoors.
You know, the good thing about Facebook, you can get in on the conversation. You know, we're on there quite often, and there's a lot of people on there already. You know, like us on there, and you know, share your stories. We like hearing about other people's stuff, not just jabbering on about our own stuff. So
that's right. Tell us about your carbine. We want to hear about it.
Thanks for tuning in. Catch you guys later.